I remember sitting in class, and now that I say this, I realize that I'm probably gonna get canceled for this video, but I remember sitting in class, and one of my classmates, who was a girl, started crying for whatever reason. Maybe it was her period, maybe her boyfriend loved her, whatever. Alright, maybe she was listening to Taylor Swift, I'm not sure. She started crying, and guess what? The girl who was sitting next to her started crying as well. And the girl next to her didn't start crying because she felt sad. She cried because she was empathetic. But I was looking at this and I was thinking to myself, that's not how you're supposed to do it. In my opinion, and again, this will probably get me canceled, but this is my opinion. If someone comes to you and they're sad, you shouldn't match their vibrational frequency and start crying with them. In my opinion, you should be a prime example of what they should be acting like. If you lower your frequency to their frequencies, both of you will be sad. You will be bouncing off of one another and exchanging sadness. But if they're sad and you're at a high frequency state and you're happy and you try to cheer them up and you show them the example of what it should be like, guess what? Their frequency will follow you. And I'm not some woo-woo kind of person who believes in astrology and stuff, but frequencies are real. I always thought that this thing was fake. That is until I became successful. And I'm gonna drop you my social proof, so if you're gonna get cringed out, click off, alright? At 17 years old, I hit 10K a month. Because I did so, I dropped out of high school, and because it was just depressing, school. Like I said in the beginning of the video, a girl started crying, so the other one started crying. Back to my point. And now I'm 18, making multiple 5 figures a month. Alright? I didn't think that the frequency thing was real. I kept on hearing it from guys like Luke Belmore, and I was thinking to myself, what the fuck are you talking about? What is a frequency? What have you been smoking? That is until I recently became successful. I started valuing my social circle, my own energy, and guess what? I realized that that's the most real thing ever. Whenever someone's in a bad mood and you come close to them, you automatically become upset. Whenever you're in a good mood, you radiate good energy, high frequencies, and everyone around you becomes happy as well. Like, it's contagious. Energy is contagious. So here's the thing, coming back to my point. Whenever you're going about your life and someone is sad, angry, you shouldn't get angry with them. Maybe, for example, your best friend's girlfriend loved him. You shouldn't fucking start crying with him. Just get angry and, throw bottles at the wall. No, you shouldn't do that. What you should do instead is be calm, be happy. You will give off frequencies and he will look up to you as an example. Because if you're gonna get mad with him, if you're gonna get sad with him, you're just gonna bounce off one another. It's like playing ping pong. You send him bad emotions, he sends you bad emotions backwards. But if you're playing ping pong, it's called ping pong, right? Whatever, table ping pong, I believe that's what it's called. Basically, if you send them good emotions, you will most likely get good emotions at first. And Yeah, it's not gonna be instant. Like, we've all been there. Someone is sad and you're trying to tickle them, fucking cheer them up, whatever, try to joke around. They are moody for a couple of minutes. But guess what? If you're, laughing your ass off, if you're tickling them, if you're making some goofy noises, after a couple of minutes of doing so, they start to break out. They suddenly break a smile. Even thinking about it made me break a smile. They break a smile and then they start fucking laughing. And you're laughing and crying at the same time. And they start laughing so fucking hard that they just, stop crying. And then life becomes good. So dude, empathy and compassion does not mean that you need to match someone's mood and energy. No. You need to be a prime example to them of what they should be like. They shouldn't be sad, they should be happy. So be happy. And now that makes no sense. Of course, it depends on the context. If you're at a funeral, don't be fucking... you could be happy while you're at the table, but when you're standing around the coffin, I'm not sure. And did you notice how the mood of this video completely changed? I'm giving off frequencies. When the subject, fucking funerals, that's a low frequency subject. It's more negative. Guess what? Your mood became negative as well. Frequencies, emotions, they are contagious. So you need to be careful. And me realizing that empathy and compassion isn't coming to the same level, but being above someone and bringing them up to you. When I realized this, dude, I became successful. You see, business is all about people working with people. So if you want to be successful working with people, guess what? You need to know how to act with people, and you need to make people like you. What is one of the best traits to make people like you? Being empathetic, making them feel good. So how do you make someone feel good when they're negative? When they're sad? You give them an example of what they should be like. You bring them up with your frequency. So is this making sense? Like one of my clients, his girlfriend has left him and he remembered her. So he was in this low vibrational state. He was saying that, oh, I miss her. What else was he saying? He basically said that he was missing her and, having someone around him. He was feeling lonely. I could have got inside of him and, yeah, I miss my girlfriend as well. No. I started joking around. I fucking called him, laughing, all of that shit. And again, it's the same thing. It was difficult to break that barrier for like a couple of minutes. But when I was smiling, joking, guess what? He's fucking started laughing as well. And you've been there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe your girlfriend, maybe your friend, someone is upset as fuck. And they're just grumpy, they're moody. But you start laughing, you start tickling them, you start joking, whatever. You start making the dumbest sounds possible. And you see a slight little smile. And they're trying to hold it in because their egos wouldn't let them get happy and smile. But they suddenly start to smile more and more and more, and they start fucking laughing, and they're trying to hide, but they're laughing. And you're like, yes, I made this person's day. So yeah, that girl in the beginning of the video who I talked about, she shouldn't have started crying. I believe they cried for like the whole fucking lesson, like the whole class. And when it was lunch break, they just went to the toilet and I didn't see them for the whole day. So they probably went home together, watched some Netflix and spent the whole day crying. Why? That's not how it should be. No. You should fucking... If someone is crying, start laughing. Start tickling them, start making jokes. Bring their frequencies up. That's how you be compassionate and empathetic. That's how you make people love you. I made my clients love me using this. And that's why I'm successful. And no, that's not unethical. Dude, I'm making people's lives better, making them feel better. And because I'm doing that, they automatically start to like me more. And because they like me more, business becomes easier. Everything becomes easier. You need to know how to act with people. Life is all about communication. And who do you communicate with? You communicate with people. So learn how to act with people. This is one of the most important skills. Human psychology. Learn that shit. Learn human nature. Whew, and boy, when you will, I promise you, your life will become amazing. Alright? Like, I'm so grateful for getting into self-improvement. I didn't know this shit beforehand. I didn't know any of this like a year and a half before. I started my business 15 months ago. I didn't know it in starting out, but I read books, I watched videos, I listened to podcasts. I invested into mentorship. And now I'm here, dude. I know a lot of things about a lot of things. Hence, I am successful. So, recap of this video so that you don't forget anything, alright? Let me recap it for you. Compassion and empathy isn't being sad when someone is sad. You do not need to fall down to their frequency. No, that's not how it works. What you should do instead, you should go up on the frequency scale. Whenever someone is sad, be happy, crack jokes, make them laugh, fucking tickle them. Not in a creepy way, of course, if you get what I mean. Bring them up. People will love you for that. You will see, just give it a try, man, I promise. Like, I've been doing this ever since I figured it out, and more people like me. Business has become simpler, easier. I am more successful, making more money. Coincidence? I don't think so. So that's about it. I hope this video made you think. I hope you learned something. And hey, man, I pray to God that you prosper. Wow, let me turn the camera around. I hope you can see this, man. The sky is beautiful. 1 second. It's not as good on camera, but holy, wow, there's so many stars. Shit, I think you cannot see it. Damn, that's really sad. Wow. Okay, I'll get going. I have a lot of work to do, but whew. I hope you like this video, man. Have a blessed day. Peace.